Hey guys, how's it going today? Today I'm going to talk to you real quick about Reason Studios discontinuing their thumb drive. For the past 20 years, if you've been a user of Reason software or Propellerhead's software as Reason, you've known that there's been a thumb drive that's been required to use it. Or you had to be signed in or you had to authorize your machine. There were three ways to go. Well, recently the Macintosh stopped being able to work with that thumb drive. I'm not sure if it's a limitation of the hardware, the software, or basically just that's problematic because now everything's USB-C and you've got to use a dongle, and everyone hates carrying a dongle for their dongle, but that's the Macintosh way lately. As you probably know if you're a Mac user like myself. But regardless of all that, you can now authorize a machine, and that machine won't require a dongle and it won't require it to be signed into the internet. Or you can sign in with that machine if you have internet access where you are at the moment. Now, the downside to this is that if you authorize a machine that is not with you and you don't have internet access, because maybe you're at a club, gigging, or whatever, you've got no reason. There are some problems with this situation, and this is why, even though people hate dongles and having to carry dongles with them, they're not the worst thing in the world. They let you, they allow you the flexibility to connect, have access to the software you need, and use it without the requirements of the internet or without the requirements of a specific machine being there with you. So, I mean, if you authorize your studio machine and you're on the road traveling with the machine you sign in with, that means you've got to have internet access when you use it. So you either need internet access at the club, or you don't need it for long. I mean, even if you have a hotspot on your phone, you could do it, just bing, bang, log in and be ready to go. But just so you know, this is sort of a concern in a way if you're a gigging musician who might be operating in an area where internet access might be spotty or maybe not even possible. And of course, the other side of it is that if you authorize that machine, right, and that machine gets destroyed, the hard drive crashes or whatever, you've got to go on to Reason's site and let them know, deauthorize it basically, and they deactivate the machine. And the way that it seems that it deactivates the machine is that that machine can never be reactivated again. At least that's how it used to be, was once you lost a machine, it was kind of like marked like with an X, like no. I hope they're not still doing that, but I guess we'll find out as time goes on. But so yeah, but let's take a look at how you would activate your machine. And also how you would sign in to Reason if you were signing in on the internet. All right, here we go. All right, so here we are at Google Chrome. Now, what we need to do first is we need to go to the Reason Studios website. So just go to reasonstudios.com. Okay. I'm going to click Login. And now it asks for my name and password. My password auto-fills in because I usually just have it know who I am anyway. I'm going to click Stay Logged In, and I'm going to hit I'm Not a Robot. This is just the way I like to do it. You can decide if you want to stay logged in or not, but I like to be logged in. And now I just hit Log In. Once you put your name and password there. Okay. And now you'll notice that Login changes to My Account. Here you can see a few different options. What we want to look for first is My Products. Hit My Products, and you will see the products that you own from Reason Studios. Okay. And then you will see this right here, Authorize. This is kind of what we're looking for right here. It's under Applications. If you somehow get off and click another tab or whatever, Applications is where you want to look. Click Authorize, and it will tell you it's looking for an ignition key, and they're unplugged in here. So it says this is the name of my machine right here. Server error has occurred for this computer. Please contact support or try again. I'm not sure what that's about. Possibly that the hard drive being replaced might have caused this to become a problem. Well, it looks as though I might have some other issue going on here, but normally there'd be the ability to click right here and click Authorize this computer, which would then run, it would activate your authorizer, which is this component right here, direct extension authorizer. and it would load the licenses for everything that you have onto your computer. And that'd be it. And then this machine would show that this was registered. It would look similar to this. I'm going to plug the thumb drive in that they don't really support anymore on the newer Macs, but just so you can see it. I just hit F5 here, or refresh rather. It would look something like this. And I could click authorize. On this computer up here. And then I would sit here and wait while it did this. It's going to look and see what licenses I have. And we just wait. This takes a little while, so you might want to grab yourself a cup of tea. The more rack extensions you have, the longer this will take. If you get bored, you can actually open up the rack extensions component here, and you can see where it's at, sort of. It looks and telling you it's writing licenses, and then it tells you right here what licenses it's writing. You can see them actually popping behind it. And now this thumb drive is authorized, which is exactly what it would look like if this was a PC or a Mac, whichever, except for these would be up here next to the computer. This machine was authorized, but I replaced the hard drive in it, so I'm getting this -2 error. I actually need to contact Reason Studios myself. So just so you know, that's what you'll see if you replace your hard drive and don't deauthorize your machine properly. And now it's finally updating the licenses. What it does now is it downloads all the licenses, most recent copies that are on this machine presently, so that they can all be have licenses linked to this thumb drive. And with that complete, now if I start Reason, which I'm going to do right now, click Reason right there, it should take me right in, just like it would if I had authorized this machine into the software without signing in. All right, and there we are inside of Reason, now that it opened up. All right. Now, let's log out of Reason for a second here. What we're going to do is going to quit. Now, this is your other way to get in here if the machine is not authorized. Unplugging the drive. This machine is essentially no longer authorized. There's no built-in authorization. So now I'm just going to double-click or click Reason. Sorry, on Windows it's double-click. On Mac it's just click once. And I'm going to hit log in. This right here is my name and my password. I have this set to remember that as well. Click login, and now what will happen is Reason will start up, and it says my licenses are not up to date because I updated them on the thumb drive. I updated them on my machine as if this machine were authorized, they'd be written to the hard drive and you'd be okay. But since they're authorized on that thumb drive, I have to hit update licenses. No, I don't want your companion. That's new ever since they went to their Reason Plus thing, which I kind of fighting against right now. Since I already own Reason, and I don't think anybody needs it unless you are brand new and want to try it out. Personally, I don't recommend subscribing to software. I recommend buying it. The less people who subscribe, the more likely they are to make it an rent to buy, rent to own type situation. Subscriptions are the software developers' way of getting more money out of you over a longer period of time, money that you wouldn't have spent on a regular basis. It's good for them. It's not great for you. It's okay for you, but it's not great. Anyway, so now that we're logged in, here we are. That's what it was. We're same exact thing. So all you need to do is either authorize your machine or log in with the internet. So those are your options with the new Reason. I hope that was helpful. And I hope it helped you figure out what you need to do, what's the best way for you. Personally, my thought would be authorize your Mac, and I would probably try and still get yourself a key, because even though they don't work on Macintosh, they still work on PCs great. They work on the older Macs, but they don't work on the new Macs, but they work on PCs fine. So I would say maybe authorize a Mac and buy a thumb drive for your PC. It's $50, but it's $50 well spent if it saves you headaches and lets you at least make music while you're running around. Also, don't forget to update it before you leave from wherever you're at, just so that you have everything on your machine that you need. Latest updates of plugins, latest licenses, and all that. Because if you don't have your updated licenses, you will also run into issues. That goes for authorized machines or whatever. Everything is dependent on having everything updated all the time. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. If anyone has any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. I really am trying to make sure this content is valuable to you guys. So, like the video if you thought it was good. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Let me know what you didn't like, though, please. If you don't like it, just tell me why, so I know kind of where I'm steering wrong. And also, if you're interested in seeing more videos by me with this type of content and tutorials and tips and tricks and hints and all that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the alerts button so that you know when things happen. Alright, I look forward to talking to you guys in the next one, and I hope you all are doing well. Take care and be safe.